Hey guys, I've got some topics in the news I wanted to share with you. The first one is the second comic that was just released. There are 3 ciphers that are in it that we know of, and 2 of them have been solved. And these 2 ciphers have been solved by Oxenate and Liz is a Dolphin, so big shout out to them for them working on these. The first one you're going to find is going to be on that building right there, and when decoded it says, "Shadows are gathering, the great evil will be unleashed." This comic is, backstory, and the ciphers so far are not really telling much. They're kind of actually repeating themselves, and right now they're kind of underwhelming. The first comic had like premise will fail and the keepers will rise again, things we already know. So yeah, so far these ciphers are not telling us anything we don't already know. And again, I know they're doing backstory and they've got to kind of build the foundation, but I'm really hoping for some of these ciphers to give us some new information, because yeah, they are repeating themselves. The second cipher in the comic is on this page here with Misty, and decoded it says, "Beware those who would use the truth only to deceive." And of course this could be interpreted in a few different ways, but so far I'm not very impressed with the comic. I find it very dry and boring. I think they're doing the best job that they can, but for me it's just not very entertaining. I've tried to make videos to make it more entertaining and the videos are just bad. So I don't know, maybe this is just them building up a story and it'll get better towards the end. I was personally hoping to see something about Mob of the Dead or Origins crew, but we're getting Marlton backstory for next issue, and that leaves 3 issues left. So hopefully they're going to continue this on past the 6-part series and talk about some of the other characters. There's a third cipher that we know about in the 2nd issue. It's not been solved yet. It's on the last page. You can see it right here, but I'll let you guys know when this one does finally get solved. Next in the news is tons of updates about DLC 1 for Infinite Warfare Zombies. Most everybody knows this, but the PS4 Rave DLC 1 theme is available. It's a dynamic theme. You just go into settings, go down to themes. It's going to be there for a free download if you have the season pass or you've already pre-ordered DLC 1. It's really nice looking, and this is described as Delirium, and Brian Bright had made a tweet. And what's really nice about Infinite Warfare is that they're very vocal on Twitter and they do share things with us. And he's saying that imagine turning on a black light in a game and seeing graphic images that you could not see with the black lights off. That's Delirium. So it looks like that's going to be a big part of Rave in the Redwoods, and there's probably going to be some Easter eggs that are going to be mixed in with this effect as well. Some other information that the devs have tweeted out is about the music, and Brian Bright has said that the soundtrack is going to be early 90s rave and club music. Shortly after that, Lee Ross had tweeted that the voiceovers for Rave in the Redwoods might have something to do with the Wu-Tang Clan. Wu-Tang Clan definitely fits the theme of Rave in the Redwoods when it's supposed to be set in the 90s, and these guys started in 1992. They're a New York hip-hop rap group. Here's a picture of them right here. In addition to that, Lee Ross had tweeted a sneak peek of the Rave in the Redwoods poster, and someone by the name of Coldstone the Gamer, big shout out to him, he took a really close look at the poster, and I think he might have found a word on there that gives us some more information. At the bottom of the poster on the bottom right, it says Paul Reubens. You can definitely tell it says that. And on the left, he was able to figure out that one of the words says Smith. If you look at one of the other posters that has the credits at the bottom, you can see, Paul Reubens on the right, and on the left is giving, credit to, David Hasselhoff. So probably not going to have David Hasselhoff in this next map as a DJ, but, they could replace that with somebody else. And if we're coming up with the last name Smith, and then Lee Ross is tweeting about the Wu-Tang Clan, they do have a member called Clifford Smith, and he also goes by Method Man. So it'll definitely be interesting to see if this comes true. More information that Lee Ross had tweeted about was the clown rounds. Yeah, we're not going to be having clown rounds on Rave in the Redwoods. He's saying that it's going to be something far more scarier. What do you guys think that could possibly be? If you have a campground scene, it's a horror scene, you've got zombies, 90 ravers, can you imagine what this could possibly be? Definitely comment down below. I'm curious to know what you guys come up with. And I'll tweet out and give a shout out to the person that's got the best guess. Someone had asked about the difficulty of the next main Easter egg, and Lee Ross responded, "Depends on skill and how fast you can figure things out." I definitely would say that the Zombies in Spaceland main Easter egg was challenging, so I don't expect anything less than that. Next in the news is an image that got leaked for Rave in the Redwoods earlier today, and big shout out to Lacking a Good Name. Here's a part of the picture right here, and it just shows a boat dock and, kind of an eerie setting. It doesn't give away too much though. This image was pulled from files that are for Message of the Day, so it's just gonna be like a menu picture that we'll see in the future maybe. If you guys are interested in Rave in the Redwoods, tomorrow Infinity Ward is gonna be doing a live stream at 11 a.m. Pacific time on their Twitch channel. They said they're gonna have the animations department there, and they're also gonna show gameplay from Rave in the Redwoods at the end of the live stream. I'll definitely be there hanging out, and I'll have this Twitch channel down in the description. Last in the news is something on Zombies in Spaceland that I have not been able to figure out, and I've reached out to you guys through Twitter to try to solve it, and we still don't know what's going on. Someone had messaged me this image showing a different type of face down on the bottom right, where you usually see that like Mephistopheles demon head. This guy looks like a normal guy, and he's not red, he has no horns. I tried inquiring to the person that sent me the image, but they haven't responded to tell me like why they had that on their screen or how it even happened. I tweeted it out to ask you guys, have you ever seen this before? And some people had said yes, and some people had said, oh, when you spend all your cards and you're completely out, you'll get that face. Well, I tried that on PS4. I went and bought cards twice and spent every card, so that's like 15 cards total. And I still had just a regular red demon face. He just, looked sad, but yeah, there was no lighter skinned guy with no horns. I never got him to show up. And here's the game that I did on the left, showing that I'm standing there, I cannot buy any more cards, I'm completely out of cards, and I still have that red demon head. The only other place I've seen this guy without the horns is on an advertisement for the Fate and Fortune cards in this image here. Yeah, I've never seen that guy without the horns in game before. And I'm just curious because I'm like, well, is it part of some Easter egg that, we need to be paying attention to this guy like changing? I'm sure it's probably nothing, and maybe it's just, what you get on PC or Xbox One. I don't know, I don't play on those platforms. I was just trying to think of every possibility of why it could be different. And I'm just showing this to you guys, hoping that somebody out there has seen this change, knows why it changes, and maybe can explain it. And hopefully we can eliminate it as any type of possibility for any kind of Easter egg. But definitely message me or comment down below if you guys know anything about this. I definitely want to check into it a little bit more. Before I go, I wanted to let you know that Lee Ross just tweeted out this first image of the new intro cinematic. It just says previously on Zombies, which that's pretty much a given, but we should see some type of trailer hopefully next week. That's what he's been saying and announcing on his Twitter. But that's all the news for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you next video.